well, it's time for Fitness Tuesday, and in studio with me to teach me a bit about mindfulness and meditation is Dawn Mauricio. If you've ever been to a Lole White Tour, well, you will recognize Dawn's face. I asked Dawn before coming on air, should I change? Should I take my heels off? And you just basically said, no.
No, because meditation and mindfulness is actually really simple, but a lot of times we think that it needs to be something seated or something really fancy or formal, or we need to do like 10 minutes of it a day for it to work, but really not.
Because I really thought that we'd be sitting on a yoga mat and, eyes closed, breathing in and out. Yeah. But this is something that you can do in line at Tim Hortons waiting for your coffee.
Exactly. So basically what mindfulness is, it's about a quality of attention that is curious about the present moment and that doesn't judge. So even if, say, you're waking up and watching the segment and you're feeling tired or cranky, just take a moment to know that you're feeling tired or know that you're feeling cranky. And that is a small moment of mindfulness.
So what does mindfulness bring to us on a daily basis?
So what mindfulness does, in my opinion, is that it helps us check in with ourselves, and then we can get a sense of how we're feeling and then choose wise reactions from there. Because a lot of times if we're feeling cranky and we don't know it, we're just kind of snapping at people, but we don't really know why.
And you react very fast.
Exactly. And so mindfulness helps to create pauses or windows of awareness so that we can say, oh, wait a second, I'm feeling kind of cranky, so let me watch out when I answer all these emails.
Good to know. Okay, so you are going to show us a couple little techniques here in studio. We're seeing visuals of what I think looks like a yoga class, which it is.
Yes.
And a lot of these mindfulness and meditations, I guess, takes from that because there is the breathing and there's...
Exactly. And so yoga or movement in general helps to kind of prepare the body and the mind, because a lot of times we're so active or agitated. So just to sit still all of a sudden can be too much of a contrast for people.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of times meditation or mindfulness is done after a yoga class or after a movement session.
Interesting. Yeah. So if I were at work right now, dressed in my dress and wanting a moment of mindfulness, or at Tim Hortons in line, how would I do this?
So basically what I love about this is it kind of is so easy and accessible. We can go into like stealth and superpower mode because no one needs to know that you're trying to be mindful.
Okay.
And so basically just stand casually. So if you do practice yoga, forget about any alignment, just be comfortable with your stance. The one thing I will suggest is to have your knees slightly loose or slightly micro bent, not locked. And then you can do this with your eyes open or closed, however you like, but just take a moment to breathe deeply.
And does it make a difference if I'm breathing in and out of my mouth, or should I do one and then the other?
Great question. I prefer in and out of the nose, but a breath is a breath. And so if you're sick, nose is blocked, mouth is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So breathe in and out. And then just take a moment to observe. And the observe is whatever is attracting your attention. So it could be your stance, it could be what you're feeling, it could be the lighting in the room you're in, the noise.
We hear some noise, which I don't notice normally.
And then the next step is to proceed. So basically you just kind of blink your eyes open if they were closed, and then you go about whatever it was you were doing.
So it can be as easy as that little 30 seconds.
Yeah, or not even 30 seconds sometimes. And that actually is an exercise called STOP. So it's an acronym. So it's stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed.
Stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I love this. I'm going to stop more often.
Yes, awesome.